Welcome to BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher along with BNEWS producer Sydney Bowles, BNEWS reporters Tad Stefanak and Robert Paris, Anthony Matos with sports, Peter Brown with weather, and Gretchen Carey with community calendar. Thank you for joining us. The Burlington Police Department has obtained an arrest warrant for a 16-year-old who was allegedly involved in a shooting incident outside a Burlington apartment complex. The police first received a call Tuesday evening about a car reporting gunshots, came in immediately after. No one is believed to have been hurt or killed in either the crash or the shooting. The police investigated the incident and identified a suspect. As of the latest information, the suspect was not in custody. On Wednesday afternoon, Chief Brown said, and quote, "I want to provide an update on this incident and to assure the community we are doing our utmost to locate the suspect," end quote. Temple Shalom Emeth in Burlington hosted a vigil last weekend after the onset of the Israeli-Hamas war. Rabbi Susan Abramson read a number of poems and prayers. Let's listen.
We also think of everybody in the state of Israel and everybody in Gaza and all those innocent civilians who are suffering right now. Actually, everybody in that whole Middle East is at this time in need of healing.
The event included a number of speakers from a number of faith traditions sharing solidarity with the Jewish community. Burlington State Representative Ken Gordon was also there and spoke about the importance of coming together in moments of tragedy.
Our community, all of you folks gathered together to say to the groups that have been the victims of terror, we're with you, we have your back, and you can feel safe again. The Jewish people, the Israeli people, were the subject of the attack on Saturday. We've gathered together here before when other groups from other religions and other marginalized communities have felt that victimization of violence and the aftermath, that they felt unsafe. And we've been together to say, if we weren't together, you'd be alone. You'd feel alone. You'd feel unsafe. You'd feel isolated. This community, this togetherness is our response to say, together we'll get through this. Together, we will feel safe once again.
The Burlington-based firm Everbridge, which helps business respond to disasters and other emergency events, took a major leadership role across the Atlantic recently. Everbridge has announced that its public warning broadcast technology helped in the successful testing of Germany's national emergency alert system. It's a system that enables all federal agencies in that country to reach people quickly during health crises, terror attacks, industrial accidents, or natural disasters. Everbridge's technology was critical to targeting the cell phones of people in an area impacted by the emergency. September and October are the best times to get your flu shot, according to the CDC, so it's not too late to protect yourself this season. The CDC is also recommending the 2023-2024 updated COVID vaccines for everyone aged 5 and older. Public Health Director Susan Luminello was in the BCAT studio recently to talk about it, and she had these recommendations.
Yeah, we encourage everybody to get their flu vaccine and your COVID vaccine as well.
The shots are available at pharmacies, or you can call up the Board of Health to learn more. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and to acknowledge the occasion, Leahy Hospital and Medical Center's Director of Comprehensive Breast Health, Dr. Julie O'Brien-Dennis, says the latest treatments are evolving. In a column, O'Brien-Dennis said the treatments for breast cancer have become more personalized in recent years, with evolving surgical approaches and a new approach to radiation. Speaking of Leahy, the Burlington Hospital and Clinic has started an award to acknowledge employees who are committed to caring for their colleagues, and now it's starting to catch on. Tad Stefanak has the story.
Leahy Hospital and Medical Center is committed to the health and wellness of its colleagues through the creation of a department dedicated to an holistic approach to peer support and a colleague-sponsored award inspired by the hospital's therapy dog, Zest.
We have been developing a program over the last year, and we have named our wellness champion the Zesties Award in honor of you and in honor of Zest. I am really honored to be able to lead the health and wellness initiatives for our colleagues here at Leahy Hospital Medical Center. Our colleagues come in here every single day working their hardest to ensure patient care is at its utmost top. That includes every colleague, whether it is our environmental services, kitchen staff, it is somebody who's parking your car, nurses, doctors, every single one of our colleagues are coming in to do their absolute best every single day for patients. And so we are putting their self-care as a priority as an institution.
One of our programs that we are so proud of is called the Zesties Award. Now, the Zesties Award was named in honor of one of our most beloved pet therapy teams, and it really recognizes the colleagues that we call wellness champions. So a wellness champion is somebody who comes in every day to do the work to take care of our patients, but then also finds the time to take care of their colleagues.
Being a wellness champion means we are representing the wellness department here. We're a resource for our colleagues and our community. I helped create the Zesties Award, and I got the idea from rounding for years on the floors, seeing patients, but also seeing Patty and Zesty, our therapy dog, bringing comfort and wellness to those patients and to staff.
It's very exciting. We are very honored, and she does a lot of really good things here. She is their golden girl and very beloved. She does bring a lot of love to both the staff and patients.
We offer many different programs and activities to support our colleagues, and one of those is what we're standing here right now is the Serenity Suite, and this is a perfect example of how we allow our colleagues to decompress throughout the day. It is really crucial that we give our colleagues time and space to relax, to decompress, even if it's just for a few moments. Chair massages is one of our top activities.
We have physicians and nurses, administrative assistants, even members from our security team that after they do their work out there taking care of patients, they come back to their own teams, their own departments, and they take care of each other.
We champion the name Zesty Award for those colleagues that demonstrate wellness to others.
Very interesting thing that happened with this award is that it is becoming very popular. Florida Hospital had read about it, and they decided they wanted to do the same award, and so they wanted to name it the Zesty Award, and I think the Wellness Department have done this fantastic job to make this so appealing that other people want to recognize colleague to colleague, and the way it's taken off is even a bigger honor.
Hope that Zesty's Award will be a legacy for Leahy, Beth Israel Leahy Health, in our community, along possibly as a nationally recognized award.
And celebrate and really create a culture of wellness.
I am so proud to work at Leahy Hospital and Medical Center for all that they do for their colleagues to ensure the best patient care possible.
From Leahy Hospital and Medical Center, I'm BNEWS reporter Tad Stefanak.
For a second there, I thought Zesty was going to make a comment. If you've been to the Woburn YMCA recently, you may have been noticing a team getting it in its practice hours on the court. Tad Stefanek has this story about the Burlington Pride basketball team.
The North Suburban YMCA in Woburn is home to the Burlington Pride Special Olympics basketball team. Longtime coach John Tuccinardi.
It's these guys have become my family, my friends. You can't have a bad day when you come out here and practice with these guys. It's a lot of fun.
Well, my dad actually taught us zone defense, and we're using it towards here. Right, Maddie?
Yep. I'm here tonight to support John and to support the team. And they're a great group of people with loving parents, and everyone should come out and see these guys play.
I'm Colleen, and I play basketball with the Rotary Club.
It's an incredible program. They come every week, and they always come with smiles on their face. They're, the best people you can find, really. They come, they play, they have a great time, and we absolutely love having them here. They're fantastic.
What have you learned from playing basketball?
Like defense.
You like the D?
Yeah.
What's your best part about playing D? What's the fun part?
Like scoop ball and pass it.
I really like it, and I have had a good night playing, and this team makes me very happy at the Woburn YMCA.
So hopefully people will see this and support Burlington Rotary and donate to the Burlington Pride team.
Since we're champions, and we're going to take it back to back.
Yeah, Jason, good shot.
From the North Suburban YMCA in Woburn, I'm BNews reporter Tad Stefanak.
A recently formed committee has begun exploring options for repairing or replacing the Burlington High School, and one key reason is the building's aging HVAC system. BNEWS producer Sydney Bowles got a look at one piece of that system, the boiler room. Let's watch.
The status of the high school HVAC system has been up for debate in recent school committee meetings, with some saying they're in urgent need of repairs and others saying they're doing pretty well. To help get to the bottom of it, I took a trip to the boiler room with Director of Operations Bob Kuna.
Yeah, so the room that we're standing in right now, I would say a strong majority of the equipment in here is original to the building. But that does not mean they haven't been rebuilt. So some of the concerns with having older equipment is that at some point it's tough to find some of these replacement parts. So thankfully right now we can, but at some point we may not be able to find those.
Kuna leads a team of 5 who work on the HVAC system in the high school and Burlington's 5 other schools.
I enjoy doing mechanical work, I really do. Our equipment is large. You know, we have very large fan housings. We have large pulleys on the fan housings. We have bearings on the fan. So when you get into that type of stuff, you're getting inside the air handlers. You're, working with large mechanical equipment, and we get right in there and we do all that stuff hands-on here in-house.
But paradoxically, it may be the very time and attention Kuna and his team put into the boilers that have made it hard to get state support for the repairs.
Were we taking too good care of our buildings and therefore not causing the necessary crisis where the state would then need to come in to replace the facility?
Right now, the town is beginning the process of upgrading or replacing the high school without state support. The HVAC system is one thing that would be pretty different in a new building.
First, if we were to get a whole entire new high school, I would bet the size of this room would probably be half. Second is the size of these machines would probably be a third.
For now, though, Kuna and his team are going to keep plugging away with what they've got.
These are tried and true. They work. They're currently in working condition now. So we do need to maintain them. So we're watching them to make sure that they will function for years to come. But again, a new boiler system and a new HVAC system would definitely be more efficient than what we currently have.
For BNews, I'm Sydney Bowles.
One of Burlington's most iconic and most confusing thoroughfares is turning 100 this year, and Robert Fahey of Burlington Retro shares some pieces of the road's history.
Right now we are standing on Route 3A. Route 3A is a long, meandering, mostly 4-lane, but sometimes 2-lane and sometimes 1-lane road when there's an accident. And it is kind of a confusing little hodgepodge between Route 3A and then its big brother Route 3, because most people really don't know where Route 3A is versus Route 3 and vice versa. "100 years ago, a man named William Williams plotted out a bunch of roads when the automobile was new, decided to make things easier and plot a bunch of routes. And the Burlington, the one that went through Burlington, is obviously follows today's Route 3A. In the Burlington stretch, Route 3A is known to be kind of a confusing and frustrating road because you have room enough for 4 lanes, but it's not marked for 4 lanes usually, unless you've got a traffic light. So no one really knows how to handle navigating Route 3A unless you've lived here for a long time and you know every turn lane and where to be at what time. It can be a little bit daunting. For a while there was a plan to connect the highway part of Route 3 down to a new little tiny inner loop called Interstate 695. That highway project got canceled during the highway revolts when people get sick of all these highways and land taking. So they ended the highway part of Route 3 over in Burlington. You can see how there's a blasted canyon, though, it was supposed to continue. If you stand there, you can see clearly it goes right into what is now just a canyon that was supposed to continue.
Rumor has it that road was canceled because it was to go through Winchester Country Club. Rumor has it. The Burlington Sculpture Park is announcing the return of one of its most popular events. On October 28, families can enjoy the Red Trousers Comedy and Acrobatics Troupe, as well as free pumpkins for kids to paint and bring home, and free tacos from Rosa Mexicana. Plus, it's right before the Halloween Spooktacular at Simons Park, so you can make a whole day of it. Fall yard waste is back for 7 weeks beginning October 23. Republic Services will be picking up across town, although the company may skip some pickups in areas where waste is light. Residents are encouraged to have their yard waste bags out by Monday morning. A month-long fundraiser from the Burlington High School Red Devils is about halfway to its goal, and less than half the month is remaining. The fundraiser aims to raise 1,000 items or 1,000 pounds of food for the Burlington Food Pantry. And according to BHS Athletic Director Sean Hart, they recently dropped off 488 pounds of food, leaving 522 to go. Current needs include pancake mix and syrup, oatmeal, coffee, condiments, kids' snacks, and cooking oil. Anyone is encouraged to bring items to varsity sports games through the end of the month. There's no shortage of spooky events and haunted happenings this week in Burlington. On Saturday, there's the Shawsheen Tech Trunk or Treat event. Admission is $5 per child, and the event will happen rain or shine. On Thursday, you can visit the Fox Hill PTO Fall Festival. There will be food, games, and pumpkin walk, and with a trail full of student-carved pumpkins to light up the walkthrough. And on Friday, don't miss Halloween at Wayside, featuring a DJ dance party, costume parade, photo booth, and face painting, and of course some spooky seasonal treats. And if you haven't picked out your costume yet, well, the clock is ticking. It's been a big week in high school sports. Let's turn to Anthony Matos for the highlights.
Hey everyone, I'm Anthony Matos. This is your weekly sports report. We start this off with the annual Hall of Fame banquet. BNEWS sports reporter Robert Paris has more.
Family, friends, and relatives went down to Cafe Escadrille on the evening of October 12th for the BHS 16th Athletic Hall of Fame banquet.
It's fun to get to see the people who now I've worked with start getting inducted, where when I was new, you know, you hear the stories and you get to read the bios and be like, wow, these are really great, but you have to try and put it together, and now we get to see it in real life. It's really kind of a nice turnaround.
8 athletes were inducted that evening, and we got to speak with a number of them.
My senior year, we qualified for the state tournament for the first time in school history for the girls ice hockey team, and that is something that I will carry with me forever. My field hockey team, you know, we went out there, we played hard every single game. My coach was so influential, and now I coach field hockey, and if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be coaching field hockey right now. So I just think back to all of the great wins and even the losses, because we grew from those so much, and I just hope nothing for the best for all the future programs and all the future inductees.
Well, it was an amazing class to be inducted with Katie Umili and Bob Concession and a whole host of others. So it's really like just a true honor to be inducted with people like that who are just great competitors and, you know, even better people.
So honored. I'm so honored to be called to the Hall of Fame, and it was a great night. It was great speeches. Going in with my buddy here, love him to death. You know, teammates on the gridiron and the mat. Too many memories.
Just super fun to come back home to Burlington and see a lot of people and coaches I haven't seen in a long time. Truly an amazing night, you know, really special for me, really special for my coaches, my teammates, and my family. Just really a great night.
A team, coach, and a benefactor were inducted as well, including the 1990-1991 boys basketball team, Susan Turnquist, and coach Bob Concession.
They were probably the most talented, hardworking, unselfish, this is a key one, unified team that I ever coached in 23 years in Burlington. Unfortunately, we just didn't get our storybook ending, which we all thought we deserved. Tonight's induction changes everything. You are the Middlesex League champs, and now you are Burlington High School Hall of Famers.
Truly, I'm humbled by. I loved every minute of my job. Working with Ed Gillis, it was wonderful. Sean Hart followed, and he was great too. We worked so well together. The kids, the coaches, it was wonderful.
Well, a lot of people think about coaching. They think about championships, wins and losses, and those things are important. But I think the most important part is your relationship with people and the connection you make with people in the community, with your team, and with your players. I think that's the ultimate reason that people coach. I just want to thank the committee for this induction. It's very, very meaningful to me. to be inducted with two of my soccer players in Susan Turquoise. And athletics is a very, very important part of Burlington, and it's a very, very important part of our kids' education.
The inductees will always be a Red Devil for life.
Any night you can get this many people together to celebrate an athletic event or an athletic achievement it speaks for itself by the number of people that are here.
From the Escadrille, I'm Robert Paris.
Red Devil football was in Melrose on Friday the 13th. BCAT volunteer Bill Hayes brings you these highlights.
Fred Green Memorial Field in Melrose is where the Red Devils did battle with the Red Raiders on October 13th. With 6 minutes left in the first quarter, Burlington quarterback Anthony Guerrier found the end zone with a QB sneak. 6-0 Devils. 2-point conversion was no good. Guerrier threw his first interception in the first quarter by Melrose's Tyler Dara Pay. Melrose was unable to score on their possession. The score stayed the same for the rest of the quarter, 6-0. In the second quarter, it was 1st and 10 for the Devils from the 21-yard line. Guerrier threw his second interception, again to Dara Pay. Melrose took their time marching down the field and eventually put some points up when Evan Casamoy ran for 32-yard touchdown, 6-6. Extra point was good, making it 7-6 Melrose. With 55 seconds left in the half, the Devils handed it off to Joey Poland for a 9-yard TD, 12-6 Devils. 2-point conversion was no good. Melrose attempted a field goal with 1 second left before halftime, but it was blocked by Burlington. It was 12-7 Burlington at halftime. Burlington scored first in the third quarter with 6:30 left as Poland found the end zone again with a 1-yard TD, 18-7. PAT was good by Pupa, making it 19-7. The Devils scored again later in the third with another TD by Poland, this time from the 16-yard line. 25-7 Devils. Extra point was good, making it 26-7. Burlington held Melrose scoreless in the fourth quarter as the Devils went home with a win of 26-7. Stoneham will be visiting Varsity Field on October 20th.
As Mr. Hayes mentioned, Burlington will be back at home this week against Stoneham. Highlights next week. The Junior Devils football team competed with Woburn Arlington High School on October 19th, where they had a 42-6 win. They head into the bye week 6-0. Keep up the great work. Lady Devils field hockey are 3-10 after a shutout loss in Watertown 7-0. The ladies had a big win in Melrose on the 19th with a 4-1 win. Goals in the game were scored by Mia Lauder with 2. Kelsey Connon and Sloan Wilson both had 1 each. Red Devil golf finished the season 2-11 after losing their final meet 19-6 over Billerica Memorial on October 13th. 4 seniors are graduating, including Captain Mitch DeVoe, Captain Robbie Geswell, Peyton Mata, and Jackson Powers. Lady Devils volleyball hosted Spike Out Cancer Game. I have the full scoop.
The Spike Out Cancer fundraiser, which provides funds to the American Cancer Society, was back for another year as the Lady Devils volleyball team competed with the Stoneham Spartans.
It's our way of raising funds for the American Cancer Society. We usually play against another team, and all the raffle tickets and stuff that we sell all go towards the American Cancer Society.
The event wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the athletes, volunteers, and head coach Wingsy Seaman.
Wingsy works very hard both last year and this year, along with, I know this year we had a lot of parent volunteers, a lot of the teams put together baskets, so everyone is very passionate about this and everyone puts in a lot of time and effort.
It means a lot coming from such a big program and a wide audience too. It's bringing awareness, only our volleyball program, but also our school as a whole.
I have a lot of family members who have gone through cancer and chemo, and I think that it's really amazing that we do this every year, and I'm really glad to be a part of it.
The team raised a total of $6,200 towards the American Cancer Society.
Hopefully means the end of cancer for all, because I think sadly all of us have been affected one way or the other with relatives or family members or friends, so hopefully we can help, move towards a solution and spiking out cancer.
As for the game, the ladies defeated the Spartans 3-0 in a blowout fashion and qualified for a spot in the MIAA state tournament.
I think the whole team played well. We played all the seniors. They got to play the entire match, and they finished really strong. Looking forward to playoffs, stay in top 16 so we get home court advantage for the first round. So looking forward to the rest of the season.
From the Vanilla Gymnasium, I'm Anthony Matos for BNEWS Sports.
The team had back-to-back wins on the 16th and 17th over Wayland and Watertown 3-0. Burlington lost to Melrose 3-0 on the 19th and are currently 12-5. Let's check out the highlights from the girls and boys soccer night. We go to BNews volunteer Bill Hayes.
The second annual Burlington Soccer Night was held on October 13th at Varsity Field. The boys and girls teams both played against Stoneham. The boys lost the opener of the doubleheader in a shutout as the Spartans scored 3 goals. Despite the loss, head coach Andrew Dean was impressed with the turnout for the special night and was candid about his team's opportunities to score in the game.
It's absolutely amazing, as you can see by all the fans that we have here. We don't have this kind of a turnout during the year for a normal match, and to see all the kids in their red and white and blue uniforms representing Burlington and excited for what's to come and excited to join our program eventually is an amazing thing to see.
In the nightcap, the girls, led by junior Savannah Scally, defeated Stoneham 2-1 to end a 3-game losing streak. Head coach Daniela D'Souza spoke of the importance of Burlington Soccer Night and its positive impact on girls soccer in Burlington.
It's a different world. There's so much women's soccer on TV, but the fact that they have heroes in their own backyard is something that's so cool. And the big girls definitely live up to the title of role model, so it's really fun to watch.
The soccer community is looking forward to another Burlington Soccer Night next year. From Varsity Field, I'm Bill Hayes for BNEWS Sports.
The girls are now 7-6-1 after a 5-2 win over Bedford on October 16th. Goals in the game: Lacey Lauder, Anna Viglione, Brianna Thomas, and 2 from Ellie Basile. Right before the game, it was senior night. 6 seniors were honored, including Viglione, Browdy, Collins, Laverty, McDonald, and Ryan. Good luck, ladies, on your future endeavors. Burlington won in a shutout with 2-0 over Watertown on the 18th, with goals by Brianna Thomas and Kim Ochoa. The boys team honored their 4 seniors in the 18th with the Watertown matchup: Eunice Hanish, William Mashoko, Andrew Saliba, and Marcel Silva. Good luck, gentlemen, in the future. Burlington lost 1-4 against Watertown with the lone goal by Hanish. Both cross-country teams competed at the Twilight Invitational on October 13th. You can check out the full results at bcattv.org/sports. BNEWS Sports reporter Robert Parrish has more on the meet against Watertown.
Both cross-country teams had their final home regular season meet on October 17th against Watertown. Only 2 Lady Devil athletes ran the race: sophomores Kritika Argowal and Ellery Schwebel. Argowal came in 3rd place with a time of 24 minutes and 27 seconds, while Schwebel was right behind her, finishing at a time of 24 minutes and 38 seconds. The ladies lost the meet 50-15 and are currently 0-5. The Red Devils had 19 athletes compete. The top 3 finishers were sophomore Roy Kanyik in first, 17 minutes and 29 seconds. Junior Alex Chan in third, 18 minutes and 38 seconds. And senior Ayush Argowal in fourth, 18 minutes and 38 seconds. Check out the rest of the results at athletic.net. The boys are currently 3-2. Both teams have 2 more meets, including a date with Melrose and the Middlesex League meet at the end of October. I'm Robert Parrish for BNEWS Sports.
The combined Woburn and Burlington girls swim team had a meeting with Wakefield on October 13th, where they lost 91-77. Megan Shishi finished with under 7 minutes in her 500 free. Amelia Nagel clocked in with a time of 106.17 of the 100 free. For more Red Devil action, go to bcattv.org/sports and check out our Twitter page at BNEWS Sports. That's all for now. I'm Anthony Matos, back to you guys in the studio.
Let's check in with Peter Brown for the weather, and stay tuned afterwards for your community calendar with Gretchen Carey.
Well, hello everyone, this is Peter Brown with a look at your weather for the next 7 days. Here we are heading in towards the end of October. I know it's hard to believe that we are that far into fall. We're almost 2/3 of the way done with meteorological fall. I know that's hard to believe. Now, as we start out a period on Friday, we should be seeing temperatures at this time of the year now only in the low 60s, so getting to really have that fall-like chill in the air out there. Yes, you aren't seeing things down there. The sun is now rising after 7 o'clock in the morning and setting before 6 o'clock at night, so that is a sure sign of the times ahead. As we go ahead, let's see what the Climate Prediction Center is calling for us in terms of temperatures and precipitation over the next 7 to 10 days. Look at our temperature map. They're looking at us to have average to slightly below average temperatures. I think we're going to see that as we start out the work week next week, but thereafter I think it's going to get fairly mild again as we head in towards the very end of the 3rd week of October. So same thing with the precipitation chances. They're looking at us to have drier than normal precipitation. Now, that I'm not sure about either, as we're going to have a fairly strong storm over the Burlington area here going in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're going to have to see how much rain we get out of that. But thereafter, though, as we start out the work week, we're going to see pleasant conditions come back. Sunny skies, wall-to-wall sunshine out there. Temperatures pretty cool on Monday, only in the mid-50s and breezy. Now, of course, doesn't look like we're going to be having any frost either this week going in. I know we've gone quite late into the season without seeing frost, and unfortunately, just doesn't look like it's going to happen again this week either. So looks like those mosquitoes are going to be sticking around with us for a little bit longer. So everyone, get out there, enjoy the weather, and have a great week.
Hi, and welcome to the Burlington Brief. I'm your host, Sydney Bowles.
And I'm your other host, Sarah Eshelman. We're here to bring you a no-nonsense,
maybe a little nonsense,
guide to what's happening in Burlington, from major capital projects to schools to business and society.
Tune in every week for fresh interviews with people at the center of local news and conversations between two journalists who know what's up. So subscribe to the Burlington Brief to make sure you don't miss a single thing and get the best of local news delivered right to your ears.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your Community Calendar. On October 24th from 7 to 8:30 p.m., the Burlington Public Library will be having an in-person event called Can I Recycle This? Or Where is My Recycling Going? I, Gretchen Carey, will be talking about recycling, challenging some myths, and discussing misinformation in the media. No registration is required for this event. On October 27th from 3 to 5 p.m., Wayside Commons will kick off the Halloween weekend with the DJ dance party, costume parade, and Halloween treats. Everyone is welcome, and the event is free. On October 28th from 2:30 to 7 p.m., the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department will be having the Halloween Spooktacular at Simons Park. This event is for Burlington residents only. For more community calendar events, go to bcattv.org, burlingtonpubliclibrary.org, and burlingtonrecreation.org. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your Community Calendar.
This week's photo of the week is an extra special one for the BCAT family. When BCAT production coordinator Chris Flaherty was planning his engagement, he asked community member Gwyneth McNamee to tag along in secret to capture the moment. His beloved Ashley said yes. From the entire BCAT community, our biggest congratulations to Chris and Ashley, and thanks to Gwen for documenting the moment. If you have a photo you'd like to share, email it to us at bcattv.org with the subject line, Photo of the Week. And that's it from the news desk. We leave you with some photos of Soccer Night, brought to you by Christina Nikitas. Thank you for joining us.